To the far side, tipped into the Calgary zone. Foligno going in against Conroy. Here comes Desir. Buffalo caught making a player change. Loose puck into the corner. Here's Foligno. Now Housley at the side of the net. Behind the net, dumps it to the goal crease. Foligno can't get to it. Back it comes to Playfair. Now into Housley. To Foligno. Back to Playfair at the blue line with the long shot off the leg. Housley in front. They score! Paul Sear from Housley is the Sabres putting on some big pressure, and Sear scoring for Buffalo his 15th goal of the season. It's 1-0.
Well, this was some great work by Mike Foligno, but watch in front. Reinhardt has an opportunity to take Sear right here and just doesn't get there in time. But the Calgary benchhead was really yelling and screaming because it looked as if that puck that Larry Playfair tried to keep in at the blue line did indeed come back out the other way. So it should have, what they were saying, it should have been an offside, but they did not get the call, and the Sabres have a 1-0 lead.
Shoots it in wide of the Buffalo net. Barrasso playing it around the boards, and McKenna dumps it ahead to Housley. He's got Mike Ramsey with him, and Hamel breaking towards the net. Housley getting it over the drive. He scores! Mike Ramsey with his second goal in the last 2 games has put Buffalo into a 2-0 lead, and what a play by Housley.
Well, you're not going to see many better plays than this in the National Hockey League, but that all started in the Buffalo zone. Now watch Conroy just charge in. There's no way that he should have made that play. Now you see Mike Ramsey at the bottom of your screen. Watch the move Housley puts on, and Mike Ramsey sees the opportunity and just heads to the net. What a goal, and what a setup from Phil Housley. We look at it from a different angle. Great fake by Housley is everybody going the wrong way, and that's what you want. He had everybody going towards his left, and he just put it back the other way. They were talking about McGinnis a week or so ago about the fact that he's not getting that shot as much as he was in the past, and of course the reason for that is simply the other teams are keen towards him.
Wilson stopped to the line. Housley chases it back into the Calgary zone. Perreault coming up on the play. Here's Perreault shooting. He scores! Gilbert Perreault, a shorthanded goal, his 19th goal of the season, and the Sabres take a 3-0 lead.
And Buffalo's 7th shorthanded goal of the year. But the thing to watch for here is Lemelin. Watch this. After Perreault shoots the puck, that's McGinnis standing right in front of him. He just says, there's no way I saw the shot. As you can see, Housley with just a little flip pass back to Perreault, and there's McGinnis, and there's no way Lemelin sees the shot at all by Perreault as he throws his arms up into the air. And Buffalo now with a 3-0 lead with 39 seconds remaining in that penalty to Korab.
John, goal from back of the blue line. Whether or not Sear deflected it in or not, he was standing in front of Lemelin. We'll look at it again.
Oh, well, watch Paul Sear in front of the net as Perreault. Now that's what we talked about when the defenseman pinches in, that forward covers up, and it did not look as if Sear touched that puck. I think Lemelin was certainly screened. He got a piece of it, but Perreault should get credit for the goal. But a great good quick reaction by Buffalo, that defenseman pinching in and that forward in a perfect position as Perreault was in that play, and he managed to cash in on that particular shot.
With it in the corner, now to the side of the net to Sear. Sear trying to get it back to the point, but he's bothered by Reinhardt, now trying to move it in front, back to the line. Here's Mike Ramsey shooting. Shot it right, Perreault shoots, he scores! Gilbert Perreault with the hat trick. And the Sabres have gone into a 5-0 lead. Perreault gets his 3rd of the night, his 21st of the season.
Well, 2 things to watch for. Watch Donnie Edwards way out of position as he challenges. And I talked about the boards. Earlier in the hockey game, Perreault plays the carom perfectly. Edwards is out of position, and that Calgary defense is nowhere to be seen. He's standing there all by himself and then just fires it into the open side. And the Sabres with a power play goal lead, 5-0. And that marks the 35th time out of the first 54 games that Buffalo has scored a power play, and that's quite good.
Sear scores! Paul Sear on the rebound. After Foligno had let the shot go, it's 6-1, the identical score. The Sabres knocked off the Flames Sunday night in Buffalo.
Well, it was a great play by Sear, bringing the puck out of his own zone. But I keep saying about going towards the net. Look at Sear just fighting off. That was Nilsson trying to catch him from behind. Sort of a half effort by Nilsson. But boy, when you make that play like that, you just don't stand there and admire it. You go to the net like Paul Sear did, and Kent Nilsson really not a very good defensive play to try and prevent Sear from getting there.
Sabres over the Calgary Flames. Spolman says he's never been happier with the way the Sabres are playing, and they jumped on the Flames very quickly. Larry Playfair keeping the puck in. Phil Housley, a perfect pass to Paul Sear in the game's first minute. And as anybody who knows Buffalo will tell you, get the Sabres in front, and they are awfully hard to catch. Well, they just kept going from that 1-0 lead in this game. Housley had assists on the first 3 Buffalo goals, made a great play here, faking a shot, cutting to the middle, taking everybody the wrong way, and then making a pass to the perfect spot on Mike Ramsey's stick. 2-0. And now here is the reason that Bowman is dejected tonight. And it is a large reason, because Bill Haidt will be out, as Scotty said, for a couple of months. Probable surgery on his separated left shoulder. That injury occurring in the corner with Jim Poplinski. Second period, Buffalo kept going shorthanded. Housley to Gilbert Perreault. The first of 3 goals for the Buffalo Sabres captain, and he scores later in the second period, his second of the night and his 20th of the season, and he just turned and fired this one, and it found its way past Reggie Lemlin. Don Edwards played the third period. Perreault scored his hat-trick goal against him. Sear got another one. Buffalo won it 6-1. And now let's get back to Brian McFarland.